How's it going, everyone? Hope y'all been having a really good day so far. My name is Ward, and welcome back to Sigmas and Gamers. And today we got a slight bit update on the upcoming Bethesda game known as Starfield, which many of y'all, including myself, seem to be pretty excited about. And like not something like major news, but a little something that we can probably expect from it. And so, without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this article. And it starts off saying that Bethesda has given eager fans to look Bethesda has given eager fans and is looking forward to the 2022 release date of Starfield, a new update on the game's launch. And earlier this year, Bethesda Game Studios revealed that it is planned to release its next open world RPG a little over a year on November 11th, 2022. And since this reveal, however, very little news has come about on the project, and while this normally would inspire a bit of a concern from fans, Bethesda director Todd Howard has says that he feels strongly that this game will launch on this date. So I gotta say, at least kind of like Skyrim did release almost 10 years ago on the 11th back in 2011, and I gotta say, looks like Bethesda loves having that November 11th release date, so on. But like for those who have been around during the prime of Skyrim and all that stuff, and but I digress. Let's go ahead and dive right into this. So, speaking to IGN in a new conversation, Howard was asked if he feels good about the prospect of Starfield arriving roughly 1 year from today. Then he quotes, "I don't know if I ever feel good. I'm usually confident. This is how things line up, but we want to do the best job that we can, and there is still so much to do. And I feel good about the game, and we are confident about the date." So, speaking more about where Starfield is, even at its development right now, Howard said that the full game is playable from start to finish at this point in time, and while much of the work that is left to be done is largely polished, the longtime director also expressed that there are still some larger things that need to be nailed down with Starfield. And despite this, Howard says that much of the development on Starfield has gone better than expected, especially in light of a pandemic over the past year and a half. And he explained that Bethesda Game Studios is a company that has always been used to working in a remote manner at times, which led to the studio adapting to different working conditions quite well. So, because of this, he thinks that Starfield will definitely end up arriving on time in 2022, even though he also admits that he cannot see the future in these rather bizarre times that we are living in. And so, therefore, whenever Starfield does end up releasing, it has been confirmed that the game will be exclusive to Xbox Series X and PC platforms, and this will mark the first major release from Bethesda Game Studios since the company was acquired formally by Microsoft earlier this year, making it a major exclusive for Xbox. So therefore, do you think that Starfield will end up launching on time next year, or yada yada yada? But so yeah, I gotta say, who knows? Only time will tell. And personally, since they kind of had this experience of working remotely on their previous his titles, and probably I'm not sure if they did it before back in 2011 with Skyrim, but I gotta say, it looks like they seem to be very confident despite the possibilities that we had with the what that's been going on since the beginning of last year, March, and then kind of now still kind of is impacting us, but at the same time we're kind of still persevering and just adapting to it, and I gotta say, since they do have that history, it looks like there's a possibility that it could actually release on time on the 11th of November, which also will kind of correspond with the next anniversary of Skyrim, like the 11th anniversary of Skyrim. And I don't know. Personally, it's kind of funny how they like to release their major titles on the 11th of November, or it seems like. But that's kind of like some of the things that's just like something to look into. Like personally, as much as I don't really know much about this game, but I just like the concept of like having an open world game where you can actually go fly in space and do a lot of explorations and all that. I personally, that's kind of like my type of game as somebody who's really big into science fiction, and I gotta say, I'm pretty interested in seeing how this game is going to play out in the future. And that's going to be it for today's video. And if you found this video to be helpful and informative, then be sure to drop a like as always, and subscribe for more content like this, and hit the bell to be notified when my next video is going to drop, and share it with a friend. And you have your own thoughts or opinions based on the possibilities of whether or Starfield is going to be delayed or not, or it will actually hit its release date on time. I'm before when it launches and all that. Then be sure to sound off in the comment section below and get a discussion going. And thank you so much for watching. And as always, we will catch you all in the next one.